He used to say, "Hello, lady." Anytime someone would try to cut us off in traffic, he would scream at the driver in front of us, "Hello, lady." It's the after party. It's a podcast.
Oh,
we got a room full.
Were we supposed to go, woo?
No, if you want. No, you don't have to go crazy. We do have a nice little room here. We got Danielle and Gandhi and Scotty, and there's Straight Nate. And, Scotty B sometimes rolls through and says something. Mm-hmm. So, so it wasn't. So I don't know if you remember, we had that conversation about people who have listened to us for like 15, 20 years. We're wondering, well, is anyone new? And then we put the call out there, and we had lots of texts and calls from people who have just started listening to our show. Thank God we've got new meat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
New meat.
So let's roll back into that. Let's talk to Nicole from Cincinnati. She's been listening for about a year and a half. A year and a half with us, Nicole? That's a long time in dog years.
That's a very long time in dog years, and I made it through the 6-month hump, and I'm still here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Because we always say it takes 6 months, and then we'll run you away or you'll stay. So you stayed, and we appreciate that. So Nicole loves our show. She wants to get some answers, though. You have questions.
Well, I do have questions.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a very important question. I have a very important question that I think a lot of us newbies need to know, and that is, where does Hello Lady come from?
You know what? I'm glad you asked that, because we have to stop assuming people have been listening for years and years and know what Hello Lady means. So we've got to remind everyone from time to time, and thanks to Nicole, we're going to do it. So we used to have a friend of ours. His name was Uncle Johnny. He is no one's uncle, but he's everyone's uncle. You know the type of uncle I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah. He was an old friend, and he worked in the gay bars in New York City for years and years, since 1960s. He's met almost every celebrity that has come and gone over the last 15,000 decades, and he's just a storied guy. How else do we explain Uncle Johnny? Who wants to tackle that?
He's like living history.
Yeah.
Well, he was like living history.
And like a human Muppet at
Oh,
times.
yeah. He was kind of
crazy.
a cartoon character.
Yeah.
But almost like a Forrest Gump in that he got to experience life to the fullest.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But
Without
not
doubt.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're catching on that he's no longer with us, alive anyway. He would come in and make drinks for us, and he would screw it up, and he would turn on the blender and shoot cocktails at the ceiling, and it was just...
He'd stick his dirty fingers in the blender. That was the best
He'd stick his dirty
part.
fingers in the blender. He was just a fun guy. We loved
Yeah.
Uncle Johnny. And my husband and Alex and I, we would travel the world with him, and he would stay with us, and we just had a lot of fun with Uncle Johnny. Well, he used to say, "Hello, lady." Anytime someone would try to cut us off in traffic, he would scream at the driver in front of us, "Hello, lady." Or if anyone said something rude, he'd go, "Hello, lady." It just became part of our vernacular, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we use "Hello, lady" all the
Catchphrase,
time.
really, for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still say "Hello, lady." We still have recordings of him on our show saying "Hello, lady." Uncle Johnny passed away. God, when was that? That's
May 3rd of 2024.
Yeah, it's almost a
Yeah,
year.
last year.
It was almost a year.
He was our good friend, but he lives on.
Yeah.
He lives on. Hello, lady. So there you go. That's Hello, lady. I wish you would have known him.
I love it. Yeah, I did get to hear some clippings and a lot of talk of Uncle Johnny, so I kind of thought it had something to do with him, but wasn't too certain. So thank you.
Well, and again, I'm glad that you brought this up, because we need to be better at re-explaining and reintroducing who he is. Even though he's no longer with us, he really, truly never leaves. That's just Uncle Johnny. All right, so what else you want to know?
Okay, another question I have is, I know that the show has its 29th birthday coming up.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
So who all has been there for the long haul, or when did folks start coming in?
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
It's a long history. So I was hosting the morning show, co-hosting the morning show 29 years ago when we started it. And Danielle was, were you an intern? No, you were working here.
No,
at that
I was
point.
working. Yeah, I was working.
And then, and Scotty B, who works in Master Control, he was here working at our station. And Scary was here too, and answering phones, things like that. And for some reason, they're still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're not going to shake us, Elvis. Sorry.
They never left. And let's see, well, who came on next? What's the chronological order of arrival?
At this
I
point,
think then it was Froggy.
Yeah.
Froggy, right? Who works in Florida, and you're wondering how that works.
Yes,
Yeah,
I need
he's
to
in
know.
Jacksonville. He used to work at Y100 in Miami, where we took over the morning show. Then he moved to Jacksonville, and now we're on there. But he's always just been a part of the family. We just don't want him to ever leave us. Mm-hmm. Or maybe he's contractually bound to our show. Okay, Froggy, and then
you have Garrett and Sam.
Right. And then Coaster Boy Josh came in.
Oh, Coaster Boy Josh.
What-
Boy Josh.
And then Nate. Or
Nate.
Nate was before Josh.
Coaster, who came first, Nate or Josh?
Nate. Josh.
Josh.
yeah,
Josh.
That was
Okay.
2007.
Then
He came from
Sam,
Cleveland.
And then
Sam.
Andrew, and then me, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Andrew used to be my assistant, but he couldn't really master that. So we promoted him.
Yeah.
That's a good way to treat somebody who can't do their first job.
And then
Exactly.
Gandhi, and then Diamond,
Gandhi,
and then Abby.
Diamond. Yeah. And Deanna. And I
Deanna.
mean, we have a lot of people working here. So it all started with Danielle, Scary, Scotty, and me 29 years ago.
It's amazing.
Love it. That's awesome.
And now you were also wondering about Froggy working from Florida. He also now is the afternoon guy and program director of our sister station, which is a country station in Jacksonville. So he continues to be a part of our show. I don't know where he is now. He just ran out of the room. He should be here. I don't know. Anyway, he's sometimes a part of our show. Any other questions? You're asking great questions.
Yeah.
Nothing I can think of anymore. Yeah.
I have one.
I think we're.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, so the thing you guys do, or we do, because I've just started doing it like some sort of, cult member, the Piscataway thing. Which way is Piscataway?
Piscataway is that way?
Piscataway is that way.
How did
That's
was that just like, oh, it rhymes, I'm just going to do it? Or did you rip that off from somebody?
That's an old New York phrase.
Yeah,
It was around long.
because I Want It That Way from the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
That's how it was a parody song. It was Piscataway is that a way.
Oh my.
That's where that came
Well,
from.
but actually, Piscataway is that away is an old phrase. It's been around much longer than the Backstreet Boys, hasn't it?
Yes.
I heard that when I was a kid. Like vaudeville slapstick people would say, Piscataway is that way.
And Piscataway's in New Jersey, Nicole, just in case you were wondering where it was.
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering.
you.
I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And then the other question I have is the John Denver. Thank God I'm a country boy, because
Yes.
Gandhi. I mean, I love that song. I've always loved that song. But where did that come from?
Oh.
You just start playing it,
I
and
feel like
everybody
we just-
sings along, and everybody feels so good.
I feel like we just started playing songs, and then we just kind of kept playing them. That's what
It's
happened.
just some song that we wouldn't play otherwise. You won't hear that anywhere else. It's an
I
exclusive.
feel like in the beginning of the show, we used to always start with something really outrageous and out of left
Yes.
field. So that song was in rotation.
Yeah.
I had
That's
not
it.
heard that until I came here. And then everyone was singing along, and I thought, I am an alien. This is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, we've got a lot of weird stuff going on here. Some of it can be explained, some of it not. So there you go. So that's it. That's all there is.
Oh, can I ask her one question?
Oh, sure.
Okay, as a new listener, what's your favorite part? What do you like that we're doing that we could do more of for you?
Oh, I just love the banter. It's my favorite. I'm like, they're putting a song on? No, go back. Keep talking.
Okay.
Banter. Like, what are we bantering about? Just we really don't land on a lot of solid things. We just kind of move around quickly, right?
Yeah, we do. There's a lot of butthole
Yeah,
talk.
a lot of
farts.
Yeah, we talk about buttholes and farts a lot.
Maybe going off on tangents when we're like squirrel, and then we're on to the next thing. I love it. It's my favorite.
There you go. Well, listen, I'm glad you called, and a good reminder that we're getting new listeners all the time, and if we have these old inside jokes where they seem like inside jokes, we need to make sure everyone knows what they mean. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. Thanks to you, Nicole. I appreciate it very much.
Oh, no, thank you guys. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Even though I'm new, you make my days.
Well,
Thanks for sticking around.
Year and a half's a long time for this mess, so you're done. You're doing okay. Thank you. Let's hear it from Nicole.
Nicole!